This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so it will be saved and posted on the library's YouTube page later on. So if there's something you missed or you wanted to share it with someone else, it will be available afterwards. So I'm going to start by introducing our speakers. So we have 3 speakers today. The person you can see is Daniel. He is, I believe I'm getting this right, the Program Policy Coordinator at the Department on Aging. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And then you're going to be hearing the voice of Ginger. Ginger, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Melody. Hi, everyone. My name is Ginger Rogers, and I am the Medicare Part D Program Coordinator at Disability Rights Wisconsin.
All right, and then we also have Pamela. Pamela, would you like to say hello? If we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is Pamela Franke. I'm an attorney at Senior Law at Legal Action in Milwaukee.
Okay, great. So I think we're going to get started. I believe Ginger is starting off. I'm going to try to share my screen so we can show you the slides as well. Let me try to get that set up.
Okay, not yet.
Nope. Dan, would you be able to share your screen if I handed it over to you?
You have to make me the presenter. So right now you're the presenter, so you should be able to do it. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Screen. All right, I'm just gonna get rid of these, minimize these other things. Maximize this. Slideshow. Beginning. Oops, now I lost. Sorry, wasn't counting on this, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mine wouldn't let me open up the PowerPoint, so I apologize.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. All right.
Okay, great. Got it.
Looks like we're good to go.
Okay.
All right, and Ginger, if I am behind or ahead, just let me know in terms of clicking forward, okay?
Okay. Well, thank you, Dan. Welcome, everyone, to Medicare 101. This is a collaboration between the Department of Aging here in Milwaukee County, Disability Rights Wisconsin, and Legal Action of Wisconsin Senior Care, a senior law program. We all work together to help those on Medicare in Milwaukee County, both those who are disabled and elderly, to access their Medicare benefits, to help them when they're having problems, to help them when they have questions about their Medicare benefits, including their prescription drug benefits. So today, we're just going to give you a brief overview of Medicare. This is a subject that we usually have a 2-hour presentation on, but we're going to condense it down to approximately 50 minutes to allow you to be able to ask us questions. So Dan, next slide, please. This presentation is going to help you make some important Medicare decisions. You're going to have to make some choices. You're going to choose between health and prescription drug coverage when you become eligible to enroll in Medicare. You will also need to make sure that you time your decisions correctly to ensure that your coverage is there when you need it, and also to avoid penalties. Next slide, please. So what is Medicare? Medicare is health insurance for people who are 65 and older, and also those who are under the age of 65 with certain disabilities. A person who has been found disabled by Social Security can become eligible for Medicare after receiving disability benefits for 24 months. Those at any age who are diagnosed with end-stage renal disease can also be eligible for Medicare. Medicare is administered by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, called CMS. You may have been hearing that name quite a bit lately because of our national health emergency. But the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services administer the program, make the rules and regulations. Enrollment in Medicare is done through the Social Security Administration. Social Security takes applications for Medicare. They process those applications and they send and make sure that people are eligible. The Railroad Retirement Board also enrolls people in Medicare, but only those who are railroad retirees or railroad employees only. Now, the next slide. This is your Medicare card. For those of you who have been on Medicare for the past for 2 years or longer, your original Medicare card that you received did not look like this. This is the new excuse me, the new Medicare card, which was put in place starting in 2018. If you have this new Medicare card and you have an old Medicare card, which would have had your Social Security number on it and other information, that card is no longer valid. That card cannot be used starting January 1st of this year. If you have that old card and are still using it, and you are unable to find the new card, or you never even realized that there is a new card, you will need to contact Social Security and they will be able to get the new Medicare card to you. Next slide. Excuse me. Medicare enrollment. Most people think that Medicare enrollment is automatic. Well, not quite. Medicare enrollment is only automatic for those who are receiving Social Security, retirement, or disability benefits. If you are not receiving those benefits, Medicare has no way of knowing if you are eligible to receive that benefit. It is not automatic for those who are still actively working or not working and who are 65 years old and not receiving any Social Security benefits. For those who are still actively working, you can apply for Medicare when you turn 65, but there are a couple of pieces that you need to do before you make a decision on whether or not you're going to enroll in all of Medicare or you don't have to enroll in all of Medicare. And the first thing you would need to do is check with your company's Human Resources or Employee Benefits Department to determine how Medicare will work with your employer insurance. Next slide, please. When you enroll in Medicare, you will get what is called an initial enrollment period package. For those who are automatically enrolled in Medicare, this will be mailed to you approximately 3 months before the age of 65 or the 25th month of disability benefits. Even if you enroll yourself, you will still receive an initial enrollment period package from Medicare. Next slide. So when should you enroll in Medicare? Well, when you become Medicare eligible, you have what is called an initial enrollment period, which lasts 7 months. This enrollment period begins 3 months before your 65th birthday. It includes the month in which you turn 65 and ends 3 months after you turn 65. So, for example, if your 65th birthday falls in April, then your initial enrollment period will run from January 1st through September 30th. The first 3 months, January, February, and March, then the month in which you turn 65, April, and then the next 3 months, May, June, July. Now, this is the initial enrollment period for Medicare, but there are other times when you may enroll, and these have to do with people who have insurance because they're actively working, or health insurance through a spouse, or those who may have delayed in enrolling in any part of Medicare. Delays, though, may have a penalty. We will talk about where you can go a little later to talk to people about this. So, the basics of enrollment are these. Social Security enrolls everyone in Medicare, except for those who are retired from the railroad. In order to enroll in Medicare, you can visit your Social Security local office. You can call 1-800-772-1213, which is the Social Security toll-free number, or you can go online at socialsecurity.gov. But COVID-19 changes have put a little spin on this. Because of COVID-19, all Social Security offices are closed to walk-up traffic. So in order to get to apply for Medicare, if you are becoming eligible, it is best to use their online application, which is found at ssa.gov, or you can go through the Medicare.gov site and click on Enroll in Medicare, which will take you to the same place in Social Security to enroll. If you are retired from the railroad, you can call your local Railroad Retirement Board office or their toll-free number at 1-877-772-5772. For those of you who are already in Medicare but did not enroll in Medicare Part B, as in boy, and wish to enroll in Part B because you are losing an employer insurance, Medicare has now a new online application process. You can go to socialsecurity.gov, ssa.gov, where you will see an application to enroll in Medicare Part B and the other information you will need in order to submit information on the health insurance that you have been enrolled in or are currently enrolled in, so that they can make a determination on whether or not you are able to get a special enrollment for Part B. Next slide, please. So we are finished with enrollment.